Let's consider the spectrum of picky eating. It's frustrating and it's stressful. At some point, it can shift to a pediatric feeding disorder, and we'll explore that definition in just a minute. We're also going to discuss several types of anxiety disorders and how those may influence feeding behaviors. Keep in mind that we all have anxiety, and that's a good thing because it protects us from making unsafe decisions in life. Anxiety is disordered when the response to the situation is not in proportion to the event. We know that at least 25% of typically developing kids will develop a feeding disorder. Not all kids with feeding disorders have anxiety disorders, but sometimes a child will present with both. Some picky eaters will have anxiety disorders, but I've never met a kid with any sort of feeding challenge, whether it be picky eating or a pediatric feeding disorder, who wasn't anxious around new foods. This course is going to help tease it all out so that you have a better understanding of where your client or your child falls on the spectrum of anxiety and feeding challenges. My goal of sharing this course with you is to provide both professionals and parents an understanding of how anxiety and anxiety disorders may influence a child's feeding challenges and when to seek help from a pediatric feeding specialist and/or an expert in pediatric anxiety.